Hello, it's 20 to 4. You might be wondering what on earth I've been doing in all this time without filming. Routine things, basically, that I didn't want to repeat, and hoovering pretty much the whole house, and cleaning the sink, sorting the kitchen out, cooking my lunch, eating my lunch, that sort of thing. But now I need to do something I don't do often enough. Which is tackling the fridge. I still think of that fridge as really quite new and fresh, actually, because it feels like yesterday that I got it, but actually it must be quite a while ago now, and I noticed it's getting grimy and pretty disordered, to be honest, cluttered. Since Izzy's been back here full time since the end of term, I've had a bit of a problem with food wastage. Things are just getting put in higgledy-piggledy or put back higgledy-piggledy. There's no set sections for anything, and things are just getting shoved to the back and going off, you know, without being noticed until it's too late. So this is partly why I've been cleaning my surfaces down. I want to get everything out, give it a good clean, and then put everything back in sections. I'm wondering if labelling the sections would actually be a step too far. I don't know. What do you think? Oh, and I also made coffee because it's post-lunch and I love a post-lunch coffee. Right then. Let's start getting stuff out. Right, let's have a look up here. So we got a couple of beers. Now that's Skull Lager, I got that to see if I could convince myself to drink really low alcohol lager. You know, I don't drink that much anyway, but it's always good to cut down, I think. But it's disgusting. Well, no, you might not think it's disgusting. Everything is down to personal taste, isn't it? You might think it's lovely if you maybe don't like beer. It tastes like there's about that much beer in, topped up with that much water. That's what it tastes like to me. So they're just kind of staying there for now. So maybe I'll make shandy out of them or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, there's real beer there. Heaven only knows how long these baby bells have been here, but they'll probably be all right, won't they? They're in wax. Then we were going to have the dairy shelf. Well, that's not doing too bad. There's a little bit of infiltration of something Izzy's put in there. And I don't know when she put this in, but, oh, gross. It looks like it's going off. I think it's, they call them pickles in America, gherkins over here. They have gone off. And I would like my Tupperware back if it's not too far gone with disgustingness. Here we have things that Izzy's brought back from college with her at the end of term. That was June, so I think I should just take the executive decision and bin that. Sweet chilli sauce, I think that came with something. I don't even know what that is. 7th of the 8th, no, I can't see what that... Whatever that date is, it's gone, it's expired. That'll be all right, that can go on the dessert shelf. But anyway, I'll do my organising later. There's something else in there. God knows what that is. Something Izzy's put in there. I think it's been there a long time. I will investigate. I think she might have brought that back from her cruise. I think, yeah, Monoprix. I think she, oh, that's French, right? So that's definitely got to go now, hasn't it? Yeah. Anyway, I'll get back to you on that one. I'll need to prop this door open. This handy bag of compost will do. Otherwise, it just self-closes and we'll be here all day. Right, let's get everything out. Everything. We're making some progress. This lot is probably going to be kept. This lot is probably going to be slung out. Got some more over here. And my veggies are all down there for now, in there. I've still got the doors to do, you know, those things there. But look how disgusting some of these shelves are. Something's obviously spilled there and I hadn't realised. Yeah, definitely overdue for a really good clean. Right, ignore the temperature, it's because the door's open. This is actually a very good fridge and I like it a lot, apart from the fact the door's quite hard to open. Right, I'm going to give this a good clean. Let's get the rest of this stuff out of here now. I wonder if these come off to be cleaned and go in the sink. I don't know. I just did something I regretted doing. Izzy came back from a Comic-Con with this the other day. Oh, there, it's gone off now. It's got a button on it. Can you see that? It's flashing. Yeah, I don't know if that's washproof or not. It's Professor Snitch's potion class, apparently. So these come out, the door shelves. So I'll get all those out for starters and give them a wash and then see about the others. Ew, look at that, we'll split it there. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure if I want to know. Let's put them in there. Oh. This is one of those things you don't do very often. Oh, sorry. Big loud noise. Let's do one at a time, shall we? Less overwhelming then. Yeah, I was going to say, we don't do it very often, but it does feel good to have done it. It gives you a good happy feeling afterwards. We'll start with the egg thingy. Not that I really use it, to be honest. If I keep my eggs out, I'm more likely to remember to eat them if I keep them by the stove. There's not going to be enough room on here for all these, is there? This one doesn't seem too bad actually. The one at the top I didn't bother getting out because it doesn't really get used. I might just give it a wipe down but not take it out. Right, that's all those done. The others have migrated over there. I'm going to give that last one just a wipe because it's had a few cans of pop in it, but that's literally all it's had, is just cans of pop. So, and you know, they weren't exactly filthy. Yeah, that'll do for that. Right, where's that grimy bit? There it is. Right there. Oh, look, that's come off really quickly and easily, hasn't it? Oh, there's a hair. I hate that. Does anybody else object to hairs turning up when they're cleaning? I really object to it. I don't know why. Once they're not on your head anymore, I find them a bit wrong, a bit out of place. I'm gonna get these shelves out now. I don't know what's in shot. Is that in shot? No, that one's not in shot. So it's awkward to film on your own, this sort of thing. Right, okay. And the flip screen monitor's upside down now because I didn't like it. Right, let's get this out. One grimy, whatever you call that, shelf. Don't know where to put this to dry now. I've no room on there. I think it would be too big anyway, even if it was clear. I'll just dry it and put it straight back, I think. There are these weird things that I hadn't noticed before because I just hadn't really looked that closely at my fridge. And they're all under here, look, do you see it? Underneath the shelves. I'm wondering if it's where like stuff is, like condensation has pooled and it's some kind of, I'm trying to think of the word, you know, like how stalactites form. What's it called? Solute? No, I don't think it's called that. I can't remember. They're picking off though. They definitely weren't here when I got the fridge. Weird. I wonder what it's composed of. Anyway, I decided that I was making life hard for myself taking the shelves out. So from now on, I'm just squirting them with the Dettol and giving them a good old wipe down with a cloth and wringing it out every so often in the sink water. Right, I've got these all back in now. I've cleaned it all, I've scrubbed it, I've used disinfectant spray, and I'm ready to start putting some things back in. And then once all the work surfaces are clear, I'll deal with the vegetable stuff because they're still down there at the moment, untouched. Oh, the light's flashing on and off. Hang on, let me sit with this. That's going to drive me mad while I'm vlogging. It's because I've had the door open so long. I should have probably just switched it off actually, but I'm nearly done now. Right, stay on light. Now then, I was just thinking to myself that with the fridge this size, I could do with one of those like Perspex-y little pull-out, I don't know, container thingies for like these loose cheeses and stuff because they're just spilling all over the shelf at the moment and they look untidy. I think next time I'm in B&M I might have a look out for some. It's not too dirty, there's a few bits in it though. It's an awkward shape in it. It's awkward doing things like this sometimes. Where's the dishcloth gone? There it is. It's on the outside. That's the funny thing about cleaning clear Perspex. You clean and scrub and you think, oh, it's not coming off, it's not coming off, and then, oh, it was on the other side. I did that a few times with the fridge shelves, you know. These spring onions are getting to the point they'll need peeling all the dry bits off, but they'll still be good underneath. With the final touch. Oh, not, because I can see dirt on the outside now as well. Beautiful. That's so much better. Oh, for the little matter of getting rid of this lot. And I found a more or less empty ketchup in there. It's obviously been there for ages and she'd just started the new one and not had that. And I got this out because I'm going to make an apple pie and I think it's got to come to room temperature. I've just had a temporary solution for this. Look, I was just about to put that in the recycling and I thought, oh, hang on a minute. Just chuck that there for now. You never know, might end up staying. We'll see. No, I'll probably get a proper one. So my daughter, whatever this is in here, green slime currently, it's created some sort of chemical reaction through its decomposition which has created some kind of vacuum within the thing to the point that I actually cannot physically remove that lid. So the only thing I can think to do is submerge it in hot water and then give it a really good clean afterwards. Ugh, it's, ow. Ugh. Well, that's warm in there. I wonder if that'll do. Hello, 6:20 now. I've been editing. I'm having quite a relaxed afternoon compared to usual. My daughter went out. She went out 2-ish, half 2, something like that. She's gone doing one of these games where you role play and there's cards and you sit around a table. Don't know which one, but she's gone to meet a load of friends to do that. And she's getting back later this evening, so probably after I finish vlogging, I'm going to go and meet her at the station because it'll be dark, you know. I'm going to make an apple pie. I've looked up a recipe on BBC Good Food and it's like the first one if you Google it, but I'm not making the pastry, so I'm varying it a little bit. I'm kind of basing it loosely on it. I'm not very experienced at baking sweet things at all, but I remember last year I did apple pies and they were so simple to do if I just cheated and used cheaty pastry. So I got this from Tesco's yesterday. You might have seen if you saw that vlog. Right, I'm gonna prepare the apples. I'm gonna actually use the measurements the recipe said. Mind you, it didn't say how much pastry it was making, but oh well. 1 kilogram of apples I'm going for. Oh, we're not far off with that, are we? Let's use a little one. Oh, I don't care if I go over slightly. I don't mind. Oh, that's got a funny bit in it, hasn't it? Oh, that's too much. Mind you, we'll have to cut that little bit out. Well, mind you, we could use a smaller apple in it, I suppose. Let's try that. Slightly smaller. Yeah, well, oops. Well, it's still over, but I don't care. I'm preheating the oven, by the way. Gas mark 5, or if you're working in Celsius, it's 190 without a fan oven and 170 with a fan oven. No idea what the Fahrenheit is. I'll put it up there on the screen for you. I'll do a conversion. So, sorry about the scruffy writing. I always do this. I just write it out for myself, end up filming it, and then I think, why didn't I write it out a bit neater? But anyway, sugar 140 grams. That's caster sugar, actually. If I haven't got caster, I'll just use normal. Cinnamon, half a teaspoon. Plain flour, 3 tablespoons, and that's to go with 1 kilogram of apples. I'm going to want a bowl to put them in, actually, so let's just get that out now, ready. I'll go for this pink one. Actually, I think I want 1 bowl for the sugary mixture and 1 bowl for the apples for now, just to make it easier. So I'll do that. So these basically want to be peeled and then sliced very thinly. I presume they cook quicker if they're thinly sliced. This is fun, going around in circles. I think they said core it, but I mean, I'll just slice it around the core. Same difference. 140 grams of caster sugar. Ooh, that's 100. 125. Whoops. Oh, well, slightly too much. That'll do. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon. You can see this all falling in now. Living life on the edge. Oh, I should have filmed that from the top. That looked very pretty going in there. Too late now. You'll have to imagine it. It just sort of went poof like that. The apples are going brown. Look, they're oxidising. When I was a child and you bit into eating apples, they went brown quite quickly. And I remember when we did fruit salad, we put lemon juice on it to stop it oxidising. Well, I don't notice modern apples doing that now. They must be, what, genetically modified? Is that what it is? To stop them oxidising when you bite into them. The last thing we want is 3 tablespoons of plain flour. Now, I don't remember using flour last time I did this, so I'm wondering if I'm looking at a different recipe or I just forgot. There, 1, 2, 3. Now, don't forget to wash your hands before you start cooking. I did, I didn't film it. I tell you what, it's a pain washing your hands and filming it because your hands are wet afterwards and then you've got to touch the camera. But anyway, yeah, you sort of do this with your hands and then mix it all in with the apples. Now, last time I did it differently because I was layering the apples and then sprinkling this on the top. But this one said to just mix it all in. So, I'm going to. In it goes. That was very percussive, wasn't it? Right, let's mix it all in. I wonder if like the BBC Good Food modifies their recipes and they change their mind and think, yeah, do you know what, it'd be better to just mix it all in, much less faffy than layering it, and probably it is a bit of a time saver, I must be honest. Because it says once you've put your pastry ready, you know, lined in the tin or the bowl or whatever, just dump the whole lot in. Whereas last time I was doing it all daintily, 1 slice at a time, you know, layering it. Maybe it cooks better if there's a bit of, if it's a bit, I don't know, higgledy-piggledy with a bit of space in between. Well, this feels quite nice, actually. Reminds me of being in nursery again. Messy play. I suppose any leftover sugar that doesn't quite get mixed in, you could just chuck on the top, couldn't you, before you seal it up. I definitely need to wash those hands before I touch this camera now. I don't care too much about pie aesthetics, so I've just put it in the bowl like that, squished it in, paper and all, because it comes out easier then of the bowl. Right, oh, sorry, I'm getting messages. Right, dump it all in. Oh, look at the sugar. Yum, yum, yum. That's making me feel hungry for it already. Hopefully Izzy has this for supper and enjoys it. I think she's going to eat while she's out, you know, with her friends, and not want a meal, but it might be nice to have a bit of apple pie late at night for supper. Right, now hopefully... Uh-oh, licky fingers. No EMO. Right, hopefully this is the right amount because I didn't actually check, I just guessed. Yes, I think that should work all right. The licky fingers thing was just exquisite, I have to say. That was delicious. And these are apparently the sourest apples my dad has ever tasted off IB's trees. I think they're Bramleys. Squishy, squish, squish. You're supposed to like make holes in the pie to let the steam out. I think that's what people do. Oh dear, what a mess. Never mind. Doesn't matter, does it? Where's that knife gone? Put it in the sink, right, I'll use that. Boom. Somebody's going to be saying, that's unhygienic. Well, it shouldn't be. Right, okay, I'm going to put it in the oven. Oh, sorry, I set the camera on and I thought I'll just rip the excess paper off and now it's not in shot. I put it on the top. Don't know. I am though. Oh, I forgot to see how long it was supposed to be. I better go check. 40 to 45 minutes. I've just set a timer on my phone. I must say it's been really nice today to not be rushing off anywhere. I managed to get all my other work done in the morning and then I've been able to give you my undivided attention for big chunks of time today, which I really like as a vlogger, because lately it's been a bit rush and a bit like not had time to, you know, film things properly, and I hate that. So it's been really nice to spend some quality time on it today, and hopefully moving forward now should be a bit more like that again. And 45 minutes later, I'm feeling very pleased with myself. I mean, I know it was only ready roll pastry, but I don't do baking usually, so I'm feeling very pleased with myself about my little creation, and I'm looking forward to Izzy having a taste of it because she loves apple pie. I put love in that, you know. Anyway, I wanted to say a big thank you to Jason for donating to the channel via the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. Thank you so much, I really appreciate that. I'm gonna have a fairly relaxed evening now. I've made a good start on the editing already. I'm gonna carry on with that, go get Izzy from the station at some point when she rolls in, and enjoy apple pie with her, hopefully. But thank you so much for watching today's video. Could you please give it a like if you happen to like it, subscribe down below to watch more videos from me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!